So today we are going to have a conversation with Chaitanya Deshpande. Chaitanya has represented India at many international levels. He has also been a part of many reality shows, TV commercials, and this time around he was representing India at the FIFA Fan Movement, which was held in Qatar, where the 2022 FIFA World Cup is going to take place. In this conversation, we are just going to have a chat with him about his whole experience. Also going to talk with him about Indian football and Indian football freestyle scene in general. And Chaitanya over there also met many football legends such as Kaká, Roberto Carlos, Diego Forlan, Didier Drogba, Park Ji-chong, Tim Cahill, Marco Materazzi, Andrea Pirlo. And this is the first time that I'm watching an Indian representing India meeting these legends at an international level. So it would be very interesting to talk to him and just get to know what exactly happened over there and how did he get over there at first place. And yeah, I hope you get some value from this conversation and get some amount of inspiration from Chaitanya, who has been one of the face of Indian football freestyle scene. This guy has been at it from past 12 years and made a career path in an unusual category which many people won't opt for. So yeah, let's see how this conversation goes and let's see what Chaitanya has to offer. So we had planned this conversation almost a week earlier, but Chaitanya was not in town and not in the country, I should say. He was in Qatar, to be specific. So my first question to you is, bro, what exactly were you up to in Doha, Qatar?
Okay, it's a long story, but I'll tell you in short. There's this thing called FIFA Fan Movement, and I'm a member since 2018. So this year they sent a few of the members from all over the world a mail saying the FIFA final draws, like the FIFA World Cup final draws, are happening in Qatar. If you are interested, let us know. And how would you connect with your audience who cannot travel? And we'll see. Depending on your answers, there'll be a lucky draw, and 12 people will be selected. But then obviously the kind of questions they ask, we knew that it is not going to be a lucky draw. We'll have to show them our work, be it Instagram or whatever it is. So I had sent them a couple of links of my vlogs and stuff. And they were like, within 2 days, they were like, all right, so you are selected from India. You are going to be the Indian representative for the FIFA fan movement. And you'll be traveling to Qatar on so and so date. And you'll attend the final draws. And I was like, okay, this is something big, crazy.
Huge,
So
right?
yeah, it's huge, man. See, the thing is, we already knew that, okay, FIFA final draw, we will be meeting a lot of managers and FIFA legends, and not meeting them, but we'll get to see them. Like, जो भी players, जो भी FIFA legends है, जो World Cup जीत चुके हैं, we'll be able to see them.
Right.
And I was already following a few players, and उनका story already था कि they are in Qatar and all. So I was like, shit, I'll be in the same room where they are sitting.
On the
So it
same
was a
field
big deal.
also.
On the same field. That we had no clue. We had no clue about that. So first day, though, we just went, we had dinner. Then second day was the stadium tour, the Al Bayt Stadium, where the first match is going to take place, and the opening ceremony where that's the stadium it's going to happen at.
Right.
And so we were the first one to test the FIFA World Cup ball. We were the first ones to go on the stadium and see how it is. And it is crazy, man, because there are 8 stadiums and fully air conditioned. So, matlab, under, if it's hot outside, it's very cold inside in the stadium. And we were so awestruck with the development. Now, the last time I had gone to Qatar was in 2016. That time there were like 3-4 lane roads. Now for the World Cup, they have made 7 lane roads. So 7 on this side and 7 on the other side. So the development that they've had in the past 5 years, it's crazy. And all this is just for the World Cup. So they have, उनका पूरा planning है कि चलो अभी ये बड़ा event है. So we'll see to it that whoever comes to our country, they'll have the best experience ever.
Right.
So stadium tour happened, and after that, the next day was the Legends match, where legends were going to play with each other, and we were supposed to just go as a guest, chill with the legends, and just watch their games. And somehow, the day I reached Doha, I reached late, so we were supposed to have a meet and greet with Diego Forlan, so I missed that. And I had posted in the group saying, Iker Casillas and Kaká and Ronaldo, probably Roberto Carlos are going to be there. But they
Ronaldo
couldn't meet
R9,
them. So,
right?
yeah, R9. So they couldn't meet them. So everyone was like disappointed. Okay, Diego Forlan obviously is a legend. But then still, Kaká and Roberto Carlos, and so they were like, and the day we went for the Legends match, man, we were told, okay, you have this accreditation, which I'll show you to you in a while. And they were like, "Ki, it's a free pass. So all the legends who are going to attend the FIFA ceremony, they are getting the same thing that you have.
Wow.
So you can just go
Huge.
chill, have something to eat, sit with them, talk to them, do whatever you want. Just make sure you're not entering the field or freestyling around the game. And just have
Have a
fun."
good time,
We were
right?
like, we were like, what? So me and one of my friends, Aaron, he's from Qatar itself, and he's a fan movement member also. So we were like, all right, see what other people are going to do is they're just going to stay there and watch. Let's just go around, see if we see any legends, and see how it goes. We can click pictures and all. So we were walking, and I saw Kaka over there. He was standing there as a substitute, and I was like, Aaron, Kaka is standing right over there, and we were, man, I'm telling you, I have goosebumps right now.
I understand you.
At the moment I saw him, I was like, shit. Yeah, I mean, I cannot even express, bro, because the people who have been watching football since 2003, 2004, they know like Kaka was huge,
Huge, of
especially in
course.
2006, 2007.
7, yeah. He also won the
2007
Ballon
Ballon
d'Or,
d'Or winner
beating Ronaldo and Messi.
and Messi. And I was like, man, where am I? मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ यहाँ पे? Is this a dream? Someone punch me. Pinch तो छोड़ो. Someone punch me. Is this a dream? We went to Kaka and I was like, we both asked, can we have a picture? He's so cool, such a down to earth guy. He hasn't changed a bit. He looks exactly the same.
Same, right.
He looks exactly the same. And he's like, okay, let's get a picture and all of that. So we clicked a picture, and then Pirlo and Casillas, they were playing. So we were like, we'll wait here, let them get done with the game, and then they'll come out, then we'll click a picture. So then the next picture was with Pirlo and Materazzi. Then Iker Casillas was there, and he was very tired. Iker Casillas was very tired, but then none of them said no to the
No,
pictures.
right.
None of them. We clicked pictures with FIFA president as well. Then we were like so happy कि बस भाई अब तो मिल गया जो चाहिए था. अब क्या चाहिए और life में, चलो चलते हैं.
Right, you also,
Then we took another round.
Go ahead.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, you also met Diego Forlan, you've met Marco Materazzi, Roberto
Yeah.
Carlos,
Yeah,
Didier Drogba,
yeah,
and
yeah,
Park Ji-chung from United,
yeah.
the
Yeah.
team who won the Champions League.
I met
and-
Arsene Wenger, bro. Arsenal fans, they know how. So that's what I'm saying. So we went ahead, and then we heard the commentator saying Arsene Wenger is here enjoying the game. We were like, okay. Then yeah, we met him. Then and Roberto Carlos was right behind. Okay, he was at the table having a drink, just chilling, watching the game. Nobody was around him. Probably no one even noticed कि अरे वो खड़ा है वहाँ पे. As like, bro, he's standing there alone. I mean, not alone, but कुछ कर नहीं रहा है. So should I just go and show him a couple of tricks? क्या लगता है? Then Aaron was like, ठीक है, जा मैं वीडियो निकालता हूँ. So I went. I asked him, can I show you a couple of tricks? I'm from India. As a fan movement member, I'm representing India. I was like, yeah, sure, go ahead. Then I showed him a couple of tricks. He gave me a high five, which unfortunately none of the camera, like the FIFA fan movement team, they didn't record because they weren't expecting कि वो इतना हाई फाई देंगे तो उतना आधा ही आया वो वीडियो में. And then I was like, भाई, if I can show them my tricks, then I'm gonna ask Kaka and Pirlo also कि I want to show you my tricks, man. That's what I have been working on since years now.
Right. मतलब first you met Carlos and then Kaka.
So I met all of them. I clicked pictures. Then I went to Carlos. I was like, can I show you a couple of tricks? Then he was like, yeah, sure, why not? And then he was so happy to see the tricks. He was probably not expecting some Indian to do such tricks. So I could see it from his face. Then Kaka was like, I showed it to Kaka as well. Then Andre Pirlo and Materazzi as well. Oof, man, it's like a dream come true.
Of course, man, of course.
Can't even
and
explain.
You said that
Crazy.
This was your second time in Doha, right? So can you just tell about what was the first time you being to Doha and what was that like?
So the first time there was this contest by Qatar Airways where we had to upload a 30-second small video of you expressing or doing tricks with the football. I don't remember what the contest was, but it was something related to football, and the winner was going to go to Qatar for the Qatar Airways Cup final between FC Barcelona and Al Ahly.
Right.
So I had obviously sent my video, and at that time when the results were announced, I was in Philippines for the Asian Championship.
Oh.
So me and PWG we were like chatting, ki, even I have uploaded a video. Did you know the result? What's happening? And I was like, I already know what the result is. So out of 5 people all over the world, I was one of I was one of them, and PWG was like, oh, all right, you got selected. Even Scora is going there to perform. So that's how we were supposed to go and perform. And that's when I'd gone for the first time. It was crazy, but it was so different back then, and now it has changed so much. Qatar has changed
Obviously,
so much.
because of
Wow,
the World Cup and all.
incredible
The
experience.
whole
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
world is going to be in Qatar for the World
Yeah,
Cup,
yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, yeah,
right? So, are you planning to go
yeah.
for the
True,
World
true,
Cup?
true, true. See, I have applied for tickets to be honest. The Portugal Ghana match, I'm still in the queue.
Of
I haven't
course,
got the tickets,
Portugal.
but
Mhm.
as a fan movement member, if at all we get any more opportunities, you never know. Because everyone's saying it's Ronaldo's last World Cup. I don't want to miss that
Right,
because we can
right,
anytime
of
go
course.
to London and Manchester and watch his game for United. But then for Portugal, it's going to be something, man. So let's see. Fingers crossed. Let's hope
Mhm.
for the best.
Right. So, as you said that you are a FIFA fan movement member, right? So, can you tell us what exactly is it and
Yeah.
how did they choose you as a part of this movement apart from the 1.3 billion people we have over here?
Right, right, right. So basically, this happened back in 2018, if I'm not wrong. I got a random mail, I guess, from a company who is partnering with FIFA, and they were like, "Ki, we are starting something called FIFA Fan Movement, wherein FIFA and the fans, there'll be a link, and you guys will be the link between the fans and how FIFA works. So we'll tell you how FIFA works, what are the upcoming plans, and you guys talk to other fans, talk amongst each other, and tell us how we can improve as an organization." So that's basically what FIFA fan movement does. And it's not like I'm the only member. There are a lot of members from India as well, but we were the
Mm-hmm.
first ones to be contacted. And the first time I got the mail, I was like, this is some big scam, because I had never heard कि FIFA ऐसा कुछ कर रहा है.
Hmm.
So and they were like कि we are calling from UK and all. So they were like WhatsApp number दे दो, we'll give you a WhatsApp call as well to check कि if you are eligible or not, तुम क्या कर सकते हो, कैसे help कर सकते हो. I was like तुम लोग को पहले मेरा नाम कहाँ से मिला? They were like कि we were doing a survey, और उस टाइम पे Instagram पे ठीक ठाक चल रहा था मेरा.
Hmm.
So they were like कि you have decent followers, you are doing good stuff when it comes to football and freestyle in India. We have been watching you. तो फुल वो ऐसा मतलब द वे दे शो इट इन मूवीज ना कि सीबीआई के लिए हम एजेंट्स ढूंढ रहे थे, हमारा ध्यान था तुम लोग के ऊपर पहले से, विल यू बी एजेंट. I got that kind of feeling. I was like, okay, fine, ये सब तो ठीक है. But then finally, officially, we got emails and they sent us gift from UK, from
Mm-hmm.
Switzerland. We got a ball, we got a jersey,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when then the Zoom call started. So we are not supposed to talk about, or we are not supposed to share the links for the calls. But then there's a lot
Mm-hmm.
that happens. We discuss a
Right.
lot over Zoom calls, and how we can make it better, and fans तक कैसे उनको कैसे experience मिल सकता है. So yeah, there's a lot that's happening.
Crazy, bro. Like, I have to say that you are a proper example that if you follow your passion, it would take you places, right?
Man, it will, trust me on this, bro. Trust me. If that is your aim, no. If see, I'll tell you one thing honestly. There's not enough money. Okay. Not as much as engineers or doctors. For
Hmm.
me, I'm talking about
I
myself.
sorry
Maybe
to
other
interrupt you.
freestylers.
Right, I
Yeah.
shouldn't ask you this, but did they pay you
Mhm.
apart from sponsoring the trip
For
to
the
Qatar? Qatar,
fan
Doha,
movement thing,
right?
no, they didn't. They
Okay.
didn't. I got these messages ki you should charge them, bro. You went there and you performed. They don't give a shit. They'll pick someone else. And I don't give a shit. I didn't go there to perform. I was invited as a guest to attend the ceremony. None of these players got paid. They
Right,
didn't get paid.
right.
Do you think Didier Drogba got paid to attend the ceremony?
No.
No. So everything was taken care of. I didn't have to spend a single. I'm telling you, the last time I went to Doha for the Qatar Airways Cup final, I had to apply for my visa. I had to take care of the tickets. It was obviously reimbursed and they paid it afterwards. But then it was a panic moment. I had to pay for
Mm-hmm.
the visa. This time, within 2 days, I got
Okay.
everything. And the way they have organized it, I went to Qatar. FIFA people were already standing over there. They were like, "Are you here for FIFA? All right, come. There's a separate line for you guys." In 2 minutes, I was out. In 2 minutes, the guy just asked me, "Are you here for FIFA? Okay, stamp. That's it. You go." So it was that well organized. There was a car to pick us up from the airport to drop. The hotels we were staying in was a five-star hotel. Marriott was there. So it was well taken care of. And on top of this, if you're asking, bhai, paisa kidhar hai, paisa do, it's just stupid. So I have never done things for money, to be honest. Now, whenever some college fest guys will call me to perform, obviously I'll charge them. But this is something, man. We were having dinner with the FIFA president and with the England manager, with Kaka, and so the people who follow football, they know what level of a big deal this is.
Of course.
Having dinner with Kaka, imagine. So yeah, I cannot just go and say कि भाई ये सब तो ठीक है पैसा किधर है.
No, that would be wrong.
So yeah, people, it's for me, it has never been about money. So if you ask me, is there money in this? It depends it on an individual. A few freestylers are earning a lot through shows, through commercials, through choreography or whatever it is. For me, my aim has always been to inspire people to, make a name for myself, my city, and yeah, and eventually earn through it as well. So the earning part comes probably on the fourth place in the priority list. पहले तो भाई दुनिया घूमनी थी, नाम बनाना था, inspire करना था लोगों को through my journey. So yeah,
That's what
that
you're
has
doing
always
right
been the
now.
aim.
You
Yeah,
said
that's what I'm doing,
yeah,
man.
and you said Dunya Ghumni thi. So I wanted to ask you that how many countries you've been to and what's your favorite place so far that you've been to around the world?
Oof, that's a tough one. So usually what happens is we go for world championships, which happens every year in Prague. And after the world championship, I pick 2-3 countries which come under Schengen visa, because we have the visa which can cover 21 countries. And वो travel मैं खुद के savings पे करता हूँ. Out of I have visited 16 countries, but out of all the countries, I would say Scotland is it's beautiful, man.
The UK.
It's amazing. I'll see. It's very wrong for me to pick one particular city, because every city has a different vibe. Now, if you go to Mumbai, you know that Mumbai has a different vibe altogether. When you come to Pune, it's a different vibe. It's like that. If you go to Bali, it's very laid back, chilled out, relaxed, beaches and all of that. If you go to London, London is again next level. If you go to Doha, you see all the skyscrapers and culture and all of that. But
Right.
yeah, if I had to pick one place where I would love to go and settle, then it would be Scotland.
Scotland.
Edinburgh. Edinburgh is beautiful. Very
So you
beautiful.
said 16 countries, right? So have you been
Yeah,
on every
yeah.
continent like Africa, South America?
No, no, no. I haven't been to the US, North America, South America, Australia, Africa. ये चार रह गए हैं.
So
It's just
Europe and
mostly
Asia.
Europe. Yeah, Europe and Asia.
So yeah, you've been to so many countries, you've met so many people. So I just wanted to know that according to you, what's your perspective about the other freestylers from other countries and Panna players about their perspective on Indian football and football freestyle in general? What do
Right.
they think? Right.
I'll talk about Panna, because football freestyle, it's been quite some time. I'm not really into the whole sport attitude thing, because freestyle football is more like an art form to me right now. I'm not competing, or I'm not even training for competitions. So I will we'll talk about freestyle later. For Panna, there are very few Panna players who have actually, competed at international level. From India, it's just me and another guy. So they know that because of all the social media and the video uploads and all, they know that our India is like, the country is booming, and people are taking up street football and Pana as a sport, and they are growing a lot because Atharva is there, and other people from our country as well. The kids are doing amazing. So all these legends, be it Street Pana or Licked or Sion, they all know that the audience is huge in India.
Right.
Not just from the commercial point of view, from the viewership point of view, but as athletes and as people who are training, it's crazy. It's just that we don't have enough equipments, we don't have enough support from the government, we don't have place where we can train. That's why we are lagging behind. And plus, no competitions happening, be it online, offline. There's not enough money where it comes to the cash prize, the winning prize.
Right.
So these things, plus, see, the thing is, parents here, they want their kids to have a safe future. safe and secure future, which is not wrong. I'm not saying it's wrong. पहले पहले मुझे भी लगता था कि यार पेरेंट्स को समझता नहीं है, but if you look at it from their point of view, they've never played a sport, so you cannot expect them to understand what we feel for the
Right.
sport.
Right.
So if they see there's enough money in competitions, like through competitions the kid is earning, or through coaching the kid is earning, then they'll be like, ठीक है. But then again the same question ki, okay, fine, 35, 36, 37 tak you will compete, probably you'll coach. 40 ke baad you need to, have something. So for that, we need to build some ecosystem where, we can work towards their financial stability towards the end of their career. And the government has to support as well, because when I was in Copenhagen, I spoke to the Copenhagen Panna House guys. There's a flyover, and the flyover ke niche ka jagah they have totally converted it into street football courts and basketball courts, and it is all supported by government. So
Oh.
they have all the permission, lights and all. So हमारे यहाँ पे भी बहुत सारे फ्लाईओवर्स हैं जिसके नीचे पार्क्स बन चुके हैं ऑलरेडी, which is a good thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but there's a lot of place where they can put up street football courts or be it basketball courts. The culture in be it in any European country, I've seen it in Paris as well. हाफ कोर्ट रहता है बास्केटबॉल का, वो फ्लाईओवर के नीचे होता है, बट people can actually go and play over there. It was in Vienna as well. कोई भी country उठा के देख लो, there are a lot of courts. So if we build such courts, then people will probably go there and play. अब बालेवाड़ी हाई स्ट्रीट के यहाँ पे एक है, मतलब 3-4 बास्केटबॉल कोर्ट्स है, वो एक ही जगह है where I know people can go and train for free, play for free. But then we see a lot of people doing drugs over there. Then
On
गुटखा
Balewadi
खा
High
के
Street.
yeah,
Are you serious?
yeah, you don't, yeah, I'm not kidding, bro. A lot of kids over, and all these are college going kids. They go over there, pan masala kha ke. If you see, it's very dirty. So it goes hand in hand. If we don't show them what we are capable of, they won't support us.
Right.
वो हमारे लिए करेंगे और हम उसका सही इस्तेमाल नहीं करेंगे तो it makes no sense, right? But yeah, we are growing. धीरे धीरे बढ़ रहा है, बढ़ेगा, बहुत बढ़ेगा, hopefully. But yeah, the people from Europe, they know that India is the next place
thing.
where a lot of talent is coming from India.
Right. I would also
Definitely.
like to add one point that you said कि parents encourage नहीं करते हैं. I think that cricket जैसा है, after the 83 World Cup which we won, उसके बाद एक glory बन गया था, right? The Indian cricket team have won the World Cup. So parents eventually they used to urge their kids कि cricket, they saw that glory है, future है, you can represent the country and go ahead with that, career भी option ले सकता है. In case of football, वो glory का जो scene है वो मिला नहीं अभी तक. So maybe I think parents are also kind of insecure to let their kid pursue that dream.
Of course, man. See, our country is basically, if you consider sports, very few sports are there जिसमें हम लोग excel करते हैं. Even if you consider Olympic medal records, if you see USA, China, other countries.
That's crazy. I would like to add one more point. That US ने इंडिया ने आज तक जितने भी ओलंपिक में मेडल जीते हैं, US उतना एक ओलंपिक में जीत जाता है, उससे thrice, twice और 5 times more. So
now there are a lot of reasons हम दे सकते हैं कि यार हमारे यहाँ पे ये नहीं है, वो नहीं है, but yeah, it is a fact, right? कि अपने यहाँ पे population है, talent है, पर हम नहीं जीतते हैं.
नहीं जीतता.
अब उसके पीछे जो भी रीजन हो ब्रो, नहीं जीतते हैं तो नहीं जीतते हैं. क्रिकेट में भी, now you tell me how many countries out of what 160 180 countries जो भी है in the world, कितने countries क्रिकेट खेलते हैं?
8 countries and 2 groups in the World Cup.
There you go. I know there are 2-3 friends of mine who have been to BCCI camp. They were that good. But because of politics, they couldn't play. रणजी नहीं खेल पाए भाई.
Right.
So I know there's and cricket में भी बहुत competition है, तो football तो नजरअंदाज हो जाता है वैसे भी.
बहुत ज़्यादा.
You know how it is.
Right.
Out of all the matches, people used to come to watch Hrithik Roshan during ISL बालेवाड़ी पे.
बराबर.
So we need to change that mentality as well, no?
Also people.
It's gonna take some time.
Also people say that.
But it'll happen.
During the ISL की ज़्यादा crowd नहीं आता था. Stadium of what, like 10,000 capacity. Barely 5,000-6,000, and they had a reason that key stadium, it's बाहर है city के, But
Yeah,
talking about the MCA Stadium where the IPL matches are going right now, it's
right,
like पूरा ही बाहर है वो तो पुणे के, and
right,
still the stadium are packed on every game. Even if Pune is not playing, कोई भी team रहने दो, people still go
right.
and watch those matches.
See, I'll tell you, as a country, we are not inclined towards sports. We are not. जस्ट बिकॉज क्रिकेट में हम अच्छा करते हैं और क्रिकेट इतना बड़ा हो गया है, इसलिए हमको लगता है कि अपने यहाँ पे स्पोर्ट्स के लिए है कुछ स्कोप है.
Mm-hmm.
इवन इफ यू सी प्रो कबड्डी, फर्स्ट 2 सीजन्स वर गुड, दे वर अमेजिंग.
Mm.
उसके बाद धीरे धीरे नथिंग हैपेंड.
Right.
प्रीमियर फुटसाल देख लो ब्रो.
Oh
प्रीमियर
my God.
फुटसाल
वो तो
2
चला
years
ही
it
गया जैसे
happened, then
game.
we got to know it
Right.
is a scam.
Right.
Edward Van Gils sent me a message. Now those who don't know who Van Gils is, he is Ronaldinho के टीम, मतलब Ronaldinho का ग्लोबल टीम है, उसमें Van Gils है, and he is the godfather of street football. He is the one to create all the moves, all the akas and all. He sent me a DM saying, bro, I had a bad experience in India. I didn't get paid.
Damn.
अब इसमें now when you ask कि इंडिया का कैसा नाम है बाहर, because of these experiences, the actual street footballers like us who are struggling, who try to get sponsorship or put our own money to go there, compete, and make a name for ourselves or the country or the city that we represent, and then someone puts in money and does a big scam like this, क्या होगा फिर?
मुश्किल है.
How do I explain it to him कि there are a lot of good things also happening in my country. उसको तो पहला इंप्रेशन ही यही है ना कि भाई मैं आया, मेरे को खेलने के लिए बुलाया, इन्होंने इनवाइट किया,
Right.
we didn't get paid.
Also, talking about Premier Futsal, you can also call it as a fireside football game where you
Yeah.
express your tricks and flicks,
Yeah, true.
and you being the core of those moves. So, did you ever try for Premier Futsal?
I got an offer.
Acha.
Pay 1.5 lakhs and play for a team, so and so team.
So, why
I was
didn't you
like,
take it?
why do I have to pay?
Acha,
Aren't there
you
any
have
trials
to pay.
happening? I have to pay.
I thought they were paying you.
I have to pay. कि pay itna money and you'll get selected, because there are a few players who are getting selected like that,
Oh.
and we know you have been doing this since quite some time, so
Mhm.
play. आ जाओ. I was like, no, thank you.
And when
रहने दो
was
तुम्हारा.
this? When was this? What year?
This was the first season itself.
Hmm. But Premier
In fact,
Futsal
when
was
Premier
also...
Futsal was, yeah, when it was supposed to start, no, उसके एक साल पहले ही Red Bull Street Style के time they had contacted few freestylers and athletes की ऐसे ऐसे futsal का होने वाला है,
Hmm.
तो will you be interested? I was like, okay, tell me trials कहाँ पर है, कैसे है.
Right. Also having Ronaldinho, Paul Scholes,
Gigs, bro, all the legends, all the legends.
And
See, for Indians, I'm telling you, now to get an opportunity to play with such legends, it's a big deal for us. So even if we get to play, and if they don't pay us, इतना बुरा नहीं लगेगा. I understand this very well कि they are taking you to Dubai and वहाँ पे matches हो रहे हैं, but games तो दो खेलने के लिए. If you are getting just one game, 2 games out of 10 games, and if you are getting to play for 5 minutes, it makes no sense, right?
right.
उससे अच्छा तो मैं अभी मिल के आया सब legends को. At least I got that respect as well.
Right.
So from commercial point of view for Indian players who played, it was a good experience. But then for legends like Van Gils, जिनको फर्क नहीं पड़ता bro, they are legends themselves.
Of course.
तो उनको क्या फर्क पड़ेगा? वो रोनाल्डिनियो की टीम में, वो रोनाल्डिनियो के साथ चिल करता है.
Right.
तो सीन वहां पे होता है ना कि अब क्यों नहीं हुआ प्रीमियर फुटसाल उसके बाद, बिकॉज पीपल गॉट टू नो कि दिस इज व्हाट इज हैपनिंग. एंड नाउ दैट हीरो फुटसाल कप इज हैपनिंग, उसका भी देयर वर नो ट्रायल्स, वी डिडंट इवन गेट टू नो कि ट्रायल्स है उसका. आई डायरेक्टली गॉट टू नो कि ऐसा ऐसा चल रहा है, एंड a lot of politics is happening, bro.
That's what I
A
wanted
lot
to
of
say
politics is
कि ये जो
happening.
culture है पूरा and the whole ecosystem, it's very cluttered, and you know people who know each other already सिर्फ वही
Right.
वो glory enjoy करते हैं, and apart from that
Now I'll tell you what is happening. Now people know कि content creators are the next big thing. So people who make tutorials or nutmeg videos, I'm not talking about good nutmeg videos. For example, I know Sabrish very well. I know he's a very good player. So he doesn't make scripted videos. The tutorials he makes is different. I'm talking about the scripted videos जहाँ पे defender पैर खोल के ही खड़ा रहता है.
right.
So there are few players who have around 80k, 90k, 100k followers. उनको वो sign कर रहे हैं because from commercial point of view,
Hmm.
it becomes big, right? You get
Right.
numbers, you get views, you
Right.
get viewership. So it doesn't matter if you're talented or not. If you have numbers on Instagram, if you have followers, if you are verified, then you'll get signed.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know so many players who are really good, who deserve to be there along with other people. I'm not saying कि जो already हैं या जो influencer है वो deserving नहीं है.
Hmm.
But I know people who are equally deserving who didn't get a chance just because they don't have Instagram followers, which
That's
is what I
really
feel
sad.
is wrong.
Very
Yeah,
wrong.
which is it's wrong, man.
अभी ऐसे
And
होता है
then
कि
eventually, हाँ,
if you have followers on Instagram, then you will get an opportunity.
इसी चक्कर में एथलीट्स छोड़ रहे हैं ब्रो. दे आर लाइक कि यार वैसे भी कुछ हो नहीं रहा है, ना हमारे वीडियोस वायरल जाते हैं, ना हमें अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलती है, ना कॉम्पिटिशन होते हैं. पेट तो भरना चाहिए, खाना तो खाना है मेरे को इवेंचुअली.
बराबर.
सो दे आर लाइक कि ठीक है यार, जब तक खेलते हैं टाइम पास के लिए, फिर कॉम्पिटिटिव हो नहीं पाता है. फॉर इफ यू आस्क मी as a freestyler, I know I am not even looking it from a competitive point of view because I'm not training that hard जितना मैं पहले करता था. So it makes no sense for me to say कि यार मैं बेस्ट फ्री स्टाइलर हूँ इंडिया का, मुझे ये दो, मुझे वो दो, मुझे ये अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलनी चाहिए, just because I'm doing it since 12 years now. It makes no sense. But I know when it comes to Panna, when it comes to street football, I'm working day in, day out. I am fit enough. I can still play. I can still Panna
Hmm.
whoever comes in front of me. So उस हिसाब से I can actually work towards it. But then जो बच्चे जिन्होंने अभी स्टार्ट किया है, उनके पास ना एक्सपीरियंस है इतने सालों का, ना लोग उन्हें जानते हैं ना. Fortunately, because I have achieved थोड़ा बहुत, तो लोग people know me, so they'll at least try to help me out in a way or the other. If someone who has just started but who is actually very good, if he asks for help, people will be like, तू क्या देगा हमको रिटर्न में?
Hmm.
ना हमारा प्रमोशन होगा, ना तू पहला आएगा. इफ यू मतलब यू कैनॉट इवन से ना कि आई विल विन. यू कैन ऑब्वियसली ट्राई, बट यू कैनॉट से कि आई एम गोना विन इसलिए मेरे को स्पॉन्सर करो.
Mm-hmm. Right.
पीपल डिमांड स्टफ.
Of course, you said you are in the game since last 12 years, right?
या
So, how do you see the Indian football scene and freestyle scene in general in coming future? I'm asking you this because yeah, you've been one of the few people who promoted the sport and actually
या
made a career path for yourself. So,
या See, there are two sides to it. One where people are making content, they are getting sponsorships, they're getting brand collaborations, they're getting paid to make videos. And there's this other part where people are doing it just for brand collaborations, just for the money, just for the fame, just for followers,
mm-hmm.
which was not the reason जिसके लिए हमने स्टार्ट किया था. सो लव फॉर द गेम या कम्युनिटी बढ़ाने का, वो आई डोंट फील इट एनीमोर व्हेन इट कम्स टू फ्री स्टाइल. इसलिए आई हैव टेकन अ स्टेप बैक. आई एम लाइक, जो अभी का जनरेशन है, लेट देम कंटिन्यू. जितना मुझे करना था उतना मैंने किया है. जितना इफ समवन आस्क मी कि मेरे को पार्ट, आई वांट टू बी अ पार्ट ऑफ द पुणे कम्युनिटी, आई विल ऑब्वियसली बी लाइक, कम ट्रेन विद अस, ये लोग हैं, इनके साथ ट्रेन करो, इट्स ऑल गुड. बट आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू टेक दैट इनिशिएटिव एनीमोर कि संडे को मिलना है तो मिलना ही है, 6 बजे
Right.
उठना है तो उठना ही है, तुम लोग को टाइम पे आना ही है. आई वॉज वेरी स्ट्रिक्ट मैन एज
Right.
अ, सी व्हेन यू आर ट्राइंग टू लीड समवन, देन ऑब्वियसली लोग गाली देते तो है ही तुमको कि
Mm.
ये क्या खुद को बड़ा समझता है क्या बहुत. बट देयर हैज टू बी समवन हु टेक्स दैट इनिशिएटिव, अदरवाइज इट्स नॉट गोना go anywhere.
Right.
So freestyle to, like I said, it's the younger generation is good, they are doing good, पैसे आ रहे हैं, क्या रैपर पैसा कमा पा रहे हैं. It's like that, man. I'm telling you, it's like that. It's the same scene everywhere. Like
Right.
we are trying hard, but then the essence of freestyle, and because of this followers and fame and all of that, there's this envy and hate that is rising amongst freestylers, because we know कुछ specific freestylers हैं, उनको ही brand collaborations अच्छे आते हैं, टीवी commercials उनको ही मिलते हैं, we know किसको क्या मिलता है. So बाकी लोग जलते हैं ब्रो, उनको लगता है कि वी आर ऑल्सो वर्किंग हार्ड, हम लोग इनफैक्ट ज्यादा मेहनत कर रहे हैं, हमारा लेवल भी ज्यादा अच्छा है, बट इसको क्यों मिलता है.
And you're saying
सो
this
इट्स
because
नॉट,
you've faced this, right? You've
या
got this beef before.
Man, I have faced this so many times. Not just once, so many times. Ki, but yeah, it's like I said, if you are trying to lead, if you're trying to build a community, if you're the first one to build a community, you're going to be criticized no matter what. तुम लोग किसी के लिए कितना भी करो, एक
Hmm.
पॉइंट पे आके वो बोलेगा ये भाई ये तो क्या ये नल्ला है ये.
Hmm.
I am better, I am the best.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's the same in the street football, street hip hop, rap, जो भी community है ना, it's the same everywhere.
Right.
कि you are trying to be the best, you are trying to prove that you are the best, and yeah, उसमें दोस्ती बीस्ती सब भूल जाते हैं फिर लोग. But
And what
my
about
outlook, my vision is totally different, so
Mhm.
it doesn't affect me.
Right. And what about the Indian football scene? Like yesterday, Mumbai City FC was, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they were the first club from ISL and Indian football in general who won first match in the AFC Champions League.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what do you think about the Indian football scene right now?
To be very honest, I don't follow Indian football much.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be very honest with you because there was a point when I wanted to become a football player and I was very much interested, but then because of politics, I was never a part of the starting 11. That's how I got introduced to freestyle as a sport, and then street football तो पहले से था ही.
Mm.
So कहीं ना कहीं वो है कि यार इंडियन फुटबॉल में हम लोग इतना कोशिश कर रहे हैं, लेकिन Indian football now, even if you see on Instagram or wherever it is, Indian football as a page, as a community, they don't even recognize the freestylers, or we don't get that recognition कि हम लोग भी athletes हैं
Mm-hmm.
representing India uh, in a sport which is related to football in one way or the other. So वो होता है ना कि यार हमको इतना नहीं मिल रहा है तो हम क्यों, मतलब why would I waste my time?
Mm.
I don't want to do that anymore.
Right, because if you look overseas, unka freestyle community and the football community are very close to each other. They do many collabs and
Exactly.
everything, but India में वैसा
They
कुछ scene
do
नहीं है.
events together, they do gigs together, they uh, in fact I've seen so many footballers who just come down for the Panna tournaments and who are there just be a
Right.
part. In fact, the Panna players know the football, they know each other.
Of
Look at
course.
Street Panna.
Yeah.
He
I
know
know.
Look at Sian Garnier. They
Right.
know all the players very well. So at least the pioneers of street football in India, they should get that recognition. So but we don't get it because जैसे गली क्रिकेट है वैसे गली फुटबॉल है ब्रो. स्ट्रीट फुटबॉल इज कंसिडर्ड लाइक दैट कि यार ये गली में खेलने वाले बच्चे, इनको कहाँ,
Right.
मतलब क्या है.
बराबर.
फुटबॉल को ही इतना रिकॉग्निशन नहीं मिलता है इंडिया में, स्ट्रीट फुटबॉल को कहाँ से मिलेगा. But yeah, man, I wish the best for whenever I get a chance, I definitely go and support the. For example, when Sunil Chhetri had posted that video, ki please come. Now that is so sad, right?
I know, right?
The captain of Indian football team has to plead and ask people to come and watch the game. I went and watched the game.
Same here.
I was like, bro, come on, man, you have to go and watch the game. You cannot
Right.
just. So it feels bad, but I'm not really following. I don't even follow football in general itna zyada.
Mm-hmm.
I just
Apart
know
from
what's happening.
Manchester
Big
United
matches.
and Ronaldo.
Of course. Manchester United का तो let's not even talk about it. But yeah, I do watch the big games. I saw Liverpool versus City. I'll watch the Madrid Chelsea match tonight. So
Mhm.
big games I watch. Apart from that, yeah, FIFA World Cup is the next big thing that we have to be focused on that.
Right.
Now, see what I was trying to explain is hardly any Indian, forget about freestyler. Hardly any Indian player has been on the same pitch with Kaka, Roberto Carlos, or these people. I got an opportunity to show them my tricks. Another freestyler was also there who was playing in the Influencers Cup. So it is a big deal, right? But nobody will talk about this. No
No one.
big sports magazines or sports pages will talk about it.
Right.
Maybe a few might just talk about it, but then that's not enough.
Maybe the main reason for that, they don't know exactly what the culture is. As in,
Yeah,
yeah, right?
true,
Because
true,
I'm
true.
talking to you right now because I have that passion
You
for
know,
I
yeah,
know the
yeah,
culture.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I know how
yeah.
huge the thing is, like sitting in front of Kaka and doing those tricks, and eventually
Right.
he was applauding you for that. So that's
Man,
crazy,
I'm
man.
telling you, it's crazy. I never in my dreams, मैं कभी ये सोच भी नहीं सकता था ब्रो कि it's crazy. I don't have any words to explain. It's crazy.
Yeah, I also saw one of your vlogs जहाँ पे you go in the hotel room. You couldn't believe, right? You are at the
Yeah,
FIFA
yeah,
fan movement representing India.
yeah,
So yeah, that's
yeah.
a huge deal, man. I kudos to you
It's
and
insane.
congratulations.
Thanks, brother. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Right. Also, you were talking about Street Panna and Sean. So you also met Billy Wingro from the F2. So how was that
Oh, he's
like?
so down to earth. He's so down to earth. So a lot of people don't know about this, but then the first ever freestyle video that I saw was of Billy Wingroff, and one of my
Jeremy
friends, he was
Lynch.
like, कि जेरेमी लिंच का मैंने बाद में देखा था. उन दोनों
Hmm.
का जो टीवी शो हुआ था, आई थिंक इट वाज सम यूके ब्रिटेन्स गॉट टैलेंट पे था.
Right, right, right,
So first video was Billy Wingroff, and I had a DVD of Billy Wingroff.
right.
So he had made a DVD back then with all his tutorials and him doing
Yes.
tricks around London. So I had that DVD as well. And but then later we got to know that these guys are more into free kick and techers and all of
Hmm.
those tricks rather than pure freestyle.
Football.
So but then he was the first one to actually introduce me to freestyle through videos.
Hmm.
And when I told him this, he was like, "Yo, man, brother, that's it means a lot, mate." And there's a typical accent that they have.
British
He was like,
accent, yeah.
yeah. He was like, you won't believe in India is like I have got the second biggest fan base is from India. Such a down to earth guy. He's
Right.
so humble. We were talking for like 10-15 minutes
Hmm.
on the stage. So yeah, very down to earth. And Sion was also there. Sion knows us because we got him for the national championship as a judge. So I was
Right,
judging with Sion for the national Panna championship. So he
right.
knows me. He was like, "Hey, what's up, my man? What are you doing here?" I was like, "Yeah, just regular stuff. You know how we roll." So he was like, "Wow, so good to see you, bro. So good to see you." I was like, "Yeah, pleasure is all mine, man." So, yeah, crazy man. I cannot explain. The people we have watched as kids,
Right.
जिनसे हम लोग सीखे हैं, जिनसे हमने इंस्पिरेशन लिया है, उनके साथ चिल कर रहे हैं. मतलब अब क्या चाहिए और लाइफ में.
Crazy, bro. So people who are watching this all might be thinking that you got lucky, right? Meeting all these people. So can you tell us that from playing football on the streets of Karvenagar to meeting all these legends and representing India at the FIFA fan movement, how has been the journey so far?
Man, there's no luck. I'm telling you, there's no luck. I've made a lot of videos on this, but for your viewers, I'll tell that again. There was a time when I was doing engineering, and at the same time, I was very frustrated because I didn't want to do engineering. I got a YD in second year because I was training for the national championship. This was back in 2012. So 2012, I was training for my national championship. My friends came. They were called by my parents कि मेरे बेटे को explain करो कि क्या है, क्या कर रहा है वो. My friends were like, "You are a piece of shit. You're not going to go anywhere. You are worthless. कुछ नहीं होगा तेरा life में. क्या कर रहा है तू? Engineering छोड़ रहा है. ये football से क्या होगा?" I just took it all in. There were times when I used to go in the parking lot. I used to sleep in my car, my father's car, because I never felt good at home. I just wanted to get away from all that pressure. So I have done that as well. Late night, I used to train in the drawing room. My mom used to kick me out. She used to say, "I want to sleep. You go and train at the streets." My friends have seen me training on the streets, street lamp ke niche at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. They know this very well. So I've done that as well. And then eventually I started getting events. I started earning money through it. Um, I completed my BA, guys. Education is very important. I did what I wanted to do. I was always inclined towards languages and geography and art. So I completed my BA. I competed in the world championship, in the national championship. Everything was going good. Then I gave a TEDx speech, all of that, TV commercial, TV show, everything happened. And this year I got invited. So it's a long process. So
Very long.
2009 I started, 2012 I dropped out of engineering, and 2022 I got invited. I could attend the ceremony with all the legends. It's not luck. It's not luck. I know what I have gone through. I know how much I have sacrificed. I have बहुत सारे दोस्त हैं जो पार्टी करते थे, जो पैसे स्पेंड करते थे. I used to save up all that money. I was very focused. So a lot of sacrifices, but then you know what the result is, man.
Of
And
course.
it's all worth it. It's all worth it. If you ask me if I earn enough money for myself, yes, I do. Now I do. But if you want to make money, if that is your goal, then work towards that goal. Whatever helps you to achieve that goal. For me, inspiring kids traveling around the world was always my aim. So I chose that over money. Money is very important, guys, because without money nothing happens, man. During this COVID times, तो समझ में आ ही गया था कि पैसा भाई पैसा तो जरूरी है.
Right.
Find a way which can balance out your passion and make sure your passion is getting you enough money to survive. That's what I did. If I can do it, so can you.
You were also at a reality show, right? Not reality, but what was that like?
Yeah. Another experience. It's crazy. It's crazy. The reality show world is it's see, if I keep talking, this podcast, this video is going to be, it'll not end, because there are a lot of experiences and incidents that I need to tell so that
Right.
people get to know, because
Right.
जितना टीवी पे उनको दिखता है ना ब्रो, इतना आसान नहीं है. So there was this kid, okay, मेरा तो चलो they couldn't tell me क्या freestyle में क्या करना है because nobody knew.
Hmm.
There was a dancer kid, he was in probably 4th standard, छोटा बच्चा था.
Hmm.
तो उसका डांस शूट था नेक्स्ट डे at 10 a.m. and at 1 a.m. the previous night, 1 a.m. they were like, this is not working out, we'll have to change the whole song and the whole choreography.
Damn. Not
1
working
a.m.
out,
they told him.
like अच्छा नहीं
As
था
in
या
the
उनके
producer is
agenda को
producer
suit नहीं
को
कर रहा था?
producer को अच्छा नहीं लगा वो. वो अच्छा नहीं है शो के लिए.
Mm-hmm. That's sad, right?
So then I'm not going to take the name of the show or the channel, but then the kid started crying कि यार अब मतलब 1 बजे तुम लोग बता रहे हो पूरा कोरियोग्राफी, नया कोरियोग्राफर रहते हैं वहां पे, ओके, दे आर ऑल देयर टू हेल्प एंड दे आर वेरी नाइस टू अस. ऐसा नहीं है कि दे आर नॉट नाइस, दे वर देयर टू हेल्प. बट एट 1 a.m. ब्रो, 4th standard उसको क्या मतलब. सो ही स्टार्टेड क्राइंग एंड देन द कैमरा टीम वर लाइक, गेट द कैमरा, फोकस ऑन हिम, ये दिखाएंगे हम प्रोमो में. लाइक व्हाट, बच्चा रो रहा है एंड दे आर लाइक कि फोकस करो, इस पे फोकस करो, दिस इज अ गुड शॉट. आई वाज लाइक, and they were telling me as well कि we are taking a promo, so you have to show nervousness on your face, so even if you don't feel nervous, ऐसा दिखाओ, you have to act as like, got it, I'll do that, not a problem. So very different experience, but it's fun. At least एक बार ऐसा experience मिलना चाहिए. It's crazy.
Right. So I think you've been to many places, many countries, met hundreds, thousands of people. So I guess ये सब चीज़ें एक podcast on one conversation पूरा नहीं होएगा. So we'll keep that for another day.
Yeah, for sure, man. You can release this podcast in like 4 or 5 parts. It's so long.
I know. It's been what, about 50 minutes right now. We are talking.
Yeah, crazy.
Right. So yeah, man. I think that was about it, and I really, from bottom of my heart, want to thank you for being here. Because,
Hey, thanks, man.
Yeah,
Thank
bro,
you so
because
much.
you've been the face of, according to me, right? You've been the face of Indian football freestyle community from quite a while now.
Yeah.
The first time I met you was in 2017 on Happy Street.
Happy Streets, I
And
remember. Yeah.
तब से I've been following you, and yeah, man, the journey has been always upwards, and I
Yeah,
wish you
it's
the same,
crazy.
man. Right.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah,
Thank you.
man.
Means a lot.
Yeah, man.